very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the seller and Ray Wycle Waverley, I welcome you to today's public auction for number 5 Malabar Court here in Waverley. My name is Danny John, and I'm proudly to be auctioneer this afternoon. Also assist you with your purchase. You met throughout the campaign, Belinda Van Suylen, Natalie. Also, we've got Tracy here to help you with your competition. So if you have any questions regarding the property, the paperwork, or some technical advice with your bidding strategy, they are here to help. Now, first I draw your attention to, ladies and gentlemen, is the contract sale, which has been made available to you prior to today's auction and on display for the last 30 minutes. Very straightforward auction contract. You'll find a little difference compared to the others that we use in the state of Victoria for residential property auctions. 2 parts of contract form the framework for your competition here today. The particular sale, together both general and special conditions. Attached to that is the vendor statement, which is more commonly known as a Section 32 document that outlines all the relevant information you need to know in terms of becoming a new owner of this property right here. The particular sale reads as follows. The marketing agent for owner here today is Waverley Real Estate. And property we sell is commonly to you on your neighbours, your Uber Eats delivery driver, and your postman as number 5 Malabar Court here in Waverley. Inclusive in today's sale, all fixed floor coverings, light fittings, window furnishings, everything that's in a permanent nature as inspected is included in today's sale. So on the auction conditions today, so at the conclusion of today's auction, ladies and gentlemen, if you are the successful purchaser, we need 2 things from you. One is your autograph on the dotted line, and then 10% deposit equivalent of today's purchase price. We do accept a personal check or online transfer, but if you do choose the way of an online transfer, we need $20,000 as the minimum amount for you to transfer to our trust account at the conclusion of today's auction, and the balance of that 10% to be paid by Monday next week. Settlement is flexible all the way up to 90 days, of course, unless you made other arrangements with the marketing team before the commence of today's auction. The contract you'll be signing is unconditional. There is no cooling off period. Now, as the auctioneer, it's my duty and responsibility to ensure today's auction is conducted in accordance with the rules or any additional conditions that's made available for inspection prior to today's auction. The rules prohibit making false bid, prohibits a bidder trying to prevent others from bidding, or any major disruptions by bidders. There are fines for these conducts. Bidders will be indicated upon request by me as the auctioneer. The rules, premiers, vendor bids, and terms I will use. The indicator I'm making on a bid on behalf of the vendor will be simply vendor bid. And by law, only I, as the auctioneer here today, can make a vendor bid. And lastly, buyers, if you want to be the one assigning one of these in the next 15 to 20 minutes time, please pay particular attention to the next 2 rules, because they are crucial for your success here today. 1, by law, as the auctioneer, I cannot accept any bids or offers that's made after I declare the property sold. So before I knock it down to the successful purchaser here today, I'll simply call it out 3 times, like so. First call, second call, third and final call. And once the property has been knocked down, I can't take any more bids. And lastly, our owner has a reserve price. In the event, if we fall short of that reserve, by law, only the highest bidder will have the first opportunity to buy this property at the owner's reserve. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to number 5 Malabar Court here in Waverley. What are we offering you here today is a plain canvas. Doesn't matter if you're a home buyer or a handy renovator and looking for your next block kind of a project, this is what we're offering to you. On an investor, taking on somewhere 757 square metres in the heart of this particular pocket of a Waverley with everything that's pretty much right here on your doorstep. Yes, there's a few work needs to be done in the property to make it to a rentable standard, but the land itself and the location, that just tells you this is an opportunity that's too good to miss. And the fact that you are here on a sunny Saturday afternoon at lunchtime on a Saturday afternoon because you somewhat agree with what I just said. What a great value for you to purchase here today, ladies and gentlemen. In terms of location, we're not far from Waverley Shopping Centre, Waverley Secondary College. It's literally up the road, and so as well Brandon Park Primary School. And literally we are in between M1 and M3. So either direction, you're going to the CBD, down to the beach, or to Eastland in Randwood. All these are all here, convenient located to you. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms plus a study room. It could be converted to a single bedroom if you like. And not to mention, my favourite part is that little bar area with a little window that opens, connected that part to the kitchen. So a lot of potential here for you to do your magic, do your imagination. But boys, I don't want to ramble on. It is getting warmer, but it's 1st of October, the first day of spring. We are getting into the warmer weathers. You don't want to spend something like this, some weather like this next Saturday on a curbside, another property, another auction, because it's time for you to enjoy the warm weather and have your Saturday back. Now, who would like to start today's auction? Ladies and gentlemen, number 5, Malabar Court, here in Willis Hill, in your hands. It's just about 15 seconds of silence. That just demonstrates how quiet this neighbourhood is. Where do we go, boys? A 900 to 990 is the indicating selling range. I don't want to start a bit of a lower than that. Start where you like or where you're comfortable with, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to sell, you are here to buy. Where do we go? Start me where you like. $850, welcome to you, ma'am and sir, at $850,000. Let's call it $20,000 rise from this point at $850. Your bid, ma'am, at $850,000. They are in the driver's seat. At $850,000, who's going to take me to $870? At $850 is the money. At $850,000, looking for 20 in the rise. At $850,000, are we done, finished, and silent? Certainly not at this level. At $850,000, that should be sea of hands, ladies and gentlemen. At $850, your bid. At $860. 70? We just started. All right, 60. You asking nicely, I'll take the 10. At $860, same opportunity, straight back quarter 70. At $860,000 with you there. At $860 is the bid. At $860,000, gentlemen, hold sticky there at $860. At $860,000, what would you like to do? Call it $870, or take me to double A. We all love the A's. At $860,000, what would you like to do? 10 or better bids will put you back to the driver's seat. Still below the indicating selling range, ladies and gentlemen. At $860,000 against you here. At $860 is the money. At $860,000, are we done? First call. At $860,000. Second call at $860,000. Are we done? Finished. And silent now. $890. $890. Even better. $890. 900. At $890 is the quarter. $890,000 against you, sir, ma'am. They are holding the key with the opening bidder at 800. 900. Good bidder 9. And 9 is the quarter. 900. What do you say? $900,000 and 900 is the money. Now to my left, your right, and $900,000. That's the winning bid. And $900,000, they are holding the key. What would you like to do? And 9 is the call. And $900,000 against you here. And $900,000, what would you like to do, ma'am, sir? And 9 is the bid. And $900,000. What do you say? Get your next one ready. And $900,000. Your call. What would you like to say? At $900,000, start counting once now. At $900,000. Second call at $900,000. Bids there now. What would you like to do, sir? 905. 905. We're rolling fives. Sure. 905, sir. 910. We're on the market selling at 900. 910, straight back at 910. Another 5, sir. 15. and 910 is the call. At $910,000, the gavel is out. We are on the market selling at $910,000. What would you like to do, ma'am and sir? 5 or better bids will put you back to the driver's seat. At $910,000, are we done? First time now at 910. 15. 910 is the call at $910,000. 5 or better bids at $910,000. Are we done? Second time at $910,000. 15 and 910 at 910. 5 or better bids at 910. Are we done? Third and final call at $910,000. Do I let them have a permission to sell at 910? Oh, how much? 20. 920, 920 now, sir. 25, 30. At 25. Straight back. Great value at this stage, 757 square metres at $925,000. 30. At 925, 25 over 9 at 925 and 925k, whatever you call it, they are winning the auction at 920.
940.
40, even better, 40. And 940.
941.
Bit early, don't you think? Start the ones.
It's on the market.
Yes, but see if that works from a tactical point of view. 940. 1, you sure? 41. 41 it is, a 941. 941. Same opportunity. A $941,000 bid there. First go at $941,000. 1 or better bid, ladies and gentlemen, around the market selling at $941,000. What would you like to do? Second call at $941,000. Are we done? Finished and silent here at $941,000. Are we done? For the third and final call at $941,000. All finished and silent now at 941. Ma'am, sir, I need to know at 941.
950.
50 now. 51, 51, 951. 60. And 951. What would you like to do? A $951,000 bid there now. Start counting once. 951. Twice here at 951,000. Are we done? Finished and silent here at 951,000. For the third and final call at $951,000. Are we done?
952.
52. Only one. 53. Straight back. 53. 953.
955.
55. 56. 7. 8. 8. 58. Call it 60. 958. 958. 60. 60. 960. 61. 61. Why it's not working? 961,000 bids to my left out.
965.
65. 66. 70. 966. 70. 970. 71. 72. 3. 4. 73. And 973. Or 980. 973,000. at $973,000. Start counting. First call at $973,000. Are we done, finished, and silent here? At 973. Still great value of 757 square metres. Heart of a Willers Hill. Are we done? At 973,000.
980.
980. 81. 81. 990. Go straight to 1 million, see if that works. 981. At 981,000. I have 3 calls to think about it. First call at $981,000. Second call at $981,000. Are we all done? All finished? All silent here at 981,000. Definitely out. Thank you for bidding here today, ladies and gentlemen. $981,000 for the third and final call. We are selling. And ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the new owner. It is sold. Congratulations. Well bought. Commiserations to the owner bidder. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for attending another successful Glen Waverley auction. Have a good afternoon.